morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Swiss Re announced their quarterly results today, and they also announced that their Chief Executive Officer, Michel, is retiring in May. Mr. Lies has been at the helm of Swiss Re for 4 years. He has worked for the company for 35 years. According to the chairman of the company, Walter Kielholz, he said under his leadership over the past 4 years, net income has almost doubled, the capital base has increased significantly, and we have distributed more than $12 billion of excess capital back to the shareholders. He's going to be replaced by Christian Mumenthaler, who has been the head of the reinsurance segment for 5 of his 17 years at Swiss Re. The reinsurance segment is responsible for about 85% of the group's revenue. Fourth quarter net income at Swiss Re more than tripled to $938 million from $245 million in the prior year. We wish Michel Lies well. He is a fine man and a nice fellow. Aon has appointed Ryan Specialty as the sole preferred wholesaler for its U.S. retail business as it continues to cut the volume of premium it places through third-party intermediaries. The Insurance Insider is reporting that the move came about 5 years after Aon pared back its approved panel to just Ryan Specialty, actually it's RT Specialty, and Amwins. The development has prompted fevered market speculation over the motives behind Aon's wholesale strategy, especially because Aon attempted last year to buy wholesaler Sweat & Crawford. There are some people who believe that Aon is about to buy Ryan. However, Ryan Specialty Group hotly denied that, saying they're not for sale and they relish their independence. Of course, Aon was founded by Pat Ryan himself many years ago, who started the company and rose to become the company's CEO and chairman until it went public and he departed with quite a lot of money. Aon is making a concerted push to recapture that wholesale business, attempting to place it directly into London through the Aon Client Treaty Program. Former Cooper Gay CEO Toby Esser has reemerged. He's reached a deal with a private equity firm, Madison Dearborn, based in Chicago. It's going to give him a $500 million war chest to build a new distribution business. Esser's startup is going to be called Next Generation. It's going to build a business on both sides of the Atlantic that's going to include a wholesale broking and managing general agency component. It's going to be moving right into that sweet spot that Aon is moving into and is pushing out other intermediaries. Engineers in New Delhi are working today to restore the capital's water supply. This is after protesters damaged a key canal and disrupted supplies over the weekend, highlighting the extreme vulnerability of the drinking water system that provides water to the Indian capital's 18 million residents. The destruction of the Muna Canal link by protesters in the state of Haryana has focused attention on New Delhi's precious water supply. The canal is responsible for about 60% of the city's water. Another 25% comes from groundwater, and about 12% comes from the polluted Yamuna River. Some 600 water tankers have been moved into position. More than 160 passengers and crew members slid down evacuation slides at the Sapporo airport on the Japanese island of Hokkaido earlier today, when a Japan Airlines 737 saw an engine explosion. Nobody was injured. Apparently, the engine stalled after sucking in snow, and then there was an explosive sound when the pilot restarted it. The pictures are fairly gripping. It was a very snowy day in Sapporo. Parts of Alabama and the U.S. South are going to have to deal with severe weather today, including a few strong tornadoes. It's a little early in the season for tornado season, but this could be a harbinger of things to come. The greatest chance of severe storms will be across parts of southern Alabama. According to the Weather Service, 2 phases of storms are moving in. The first will be supercell storms late this afternoon, followed by a line of squalls moving into the state, which is going to bring heavy rain. Scientists are reporting that the largest meteorite explosion since the 2013 Chelyabinsk explosion, which occurred in Russia, occurred about 10 days ago, about 600 miles off the coast of Brazil in the Atlantic Ocean. No one was hurt by the fireball. However, it produced the energy equivalent of about 12,000 tons of TNT, or roughly equal to that of a small atomic bomb. By comparison, the Chelyabinsk fireball that exploded over Russia in 2013 was about 45,000 tons of TNT. According to Phil Plait, a meteorologist, he said explosions from impacts like these rival nuclear bombs. Happily, they're very rare. We're talking fewer than once per century, statistically speaking, but it would be nice to know if it was coming. How did the meteorologists and the scientists learn that it was coming? They didn't. The U.S. military told them 2 weeks after it occurred. According to the scientists, they said, I understand the desire for the military to keep their technology and capabilities a secret. It would be nice scientifically to have this data available, but then again, they don't have to release any of it at all to us, so even having this much is better than nothing. It's unclear how much information the military has about the explosion. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back to tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.